Hey guys, Jambo Comics. Welcome back to the comic book room. Got a lot of great stuff to show you today. Kind of a middle of the week Thursday edition of Jambo Comics. Didn't get to show you guys anything over the weekend, so I'm going to try to make up for it today and show you a few things I picked up this week. And I thought I'd start out by telling you about a convention I'm going to be setting up at. It's the Richmond Comic and Toy Show, November the 11th and 12th. And it's going to be on the Eastern Kentucky University campus at the Student Center. So if you're around on those days in Kentucky, check it out. Old Jambo is going to be there set up and selling a lot of comics, hopefully. Hopefully a lot of other vendors there with some great books and things. Some media guests will be there and some comic creators. So set that on your calendars. Come check it out and hopefully see you there and chat with some of you guys. And let's see what I got this week. I got this just today. Okay, this is the giant size XMen #1 replica issue. And I forgot how much fun it was to read this story. I enjoyed it. Great story. And just fun seeing Professor X getting all the new X-Men together as a team and stuff. And just thought it was really cool to check that out and read it again. So I picked that up. I thought it was very cool. And I got this also, just a reprint of a lot of the old pre-code horror stuff, vampires and things like that from the Golden Age, and some great Golden Age horror action there. And not only that, it had a great picture on the back. Look at that. How cool is that? So just very cool. I enjoyed that. I mean, it had a lot of, I'll show you guys the insides of it there. Just some great reprints of some Golden Age horror. I mean, yeah, a lot of fun to read. So we got that, and I picked this up too, kind of as a eye catcher for the show. I thought, hey, it's kind of shiny, right? And I know how much you kids love the Amazing Spider-Man 300, so thought I'd get one of those and stick it up there and catch a few people's eye at the show. So yeah, come check that out. And I got this also, great Captain America annual #8 with Wolverine. And some beautiful Mike Zeck work on the cover there and on the interiors. You don't see that often. We have great artists do the cover. They most of the time don't do the interiors. At least back then they did. So Mike Zeck doing all the work there. Very cool, fun story. And just a great cover, man. I mean, I love that cover. Very cool. And picked this up because it was in great shape. And I needed a replacement for the one I had in my collection. This is the Incredible Hulk 106, of course, and the first appearance of the Missing Link, and just some great Marie Severin artwork on it there. Great stories. I love these early Hulk stories from the beginning of the run. And yeah, I was really enjoying this when I was a kid. This was great stuff. And fantastic cover, man. That's in really nice shape, too. Hardly anything wrong with it. And so glad to grab that, because here's my old one. It's a little bit worse for the wear. So yeah, you can see it. And there's the new one. So definitely an upgrade for old Jambo. Glad to grab that up. And speaking of grabbing things up, I came across this and I couldn't pass it up. I know it's beat up and the spine's really roached out with some tape on it and stuff. It has a piece out here. It has a crease all the way down the front there. Almost, but yeah, it's Incredible Hulk #6. And there was only 6 of that first run there of the Incredible Hulk. And yeah, this one was a Steve Ditko cover. And I didn't like Steve Ditko's Hulk here. I thought it was kind of bad. His feet looked like a elephant's feet or something, and just not a very good job, old Steve Ditko, on that one. But still, it's a great Incredible Hulk #6. and with the Metal Master, and I was glad to get it. I gave $40 for it, so, you know, I mean, yeah, you look at it and you think, well, that's beat to pieces, and it is, but it's still an Incredible Hulk #6, so I was still glad to grab it up, and it's still great to read and just to have in the collection. So there's my Hulk #6. There's my True Believers copy, so I could see the little piece missing there if I wanted to. So glad to add those to the collection. And finally, guys, what you've all been waiting for. Yeah, that's right, you guessed it. Oh, Jambo has another Jungle Comics. This is Jambo Comics #76 from 1945. A great cover. Look at that cover. Sheena in bondage, shackled to the other girl, slung across the ape's shoulder there, dragging old Bob by the scruff of his neck there, and a cool skull in the background. Just very cool cover. Really like those colors on that. It had the one staple there, which was just barely hanging on. I was afraid to move it around too much because I was afraid it might pop loose on me. But nonetheless, a great book. And I'm glad to have it from 1945. These Jumbo comics, yeah, they're getting harder and harder to get. Jumbo was kind of like the flagship of Fiction House Comics. I know that the Planet Comics is probably the most expensive series that Fiction House did. I mean, value-wise these days. This was probably the second highest these days. I mean, trust me, I'm out there trying to buy them, and yeah, they're pretty expensive. But, I mean, you can still luck into some every now and then. I mean, if you can deal with a couple little things like this here, I mean, it's not too bad. But I was glad to add that to the collection. And, yeah, beautiful Joe Doolin cover. And that's it, guys. That is the haul. I want to thank you for stopping by. Hit that thumbs up for me if you would, please. I would sure appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. Trying to build up my numbers. And we're getting closer and closer to 700. I think we're only 35 or something like that away now. Something like that. So anyway, guys, subscribe if you haven't. I would really appreciate it. And leave me a comment. I enjoy talking to you guys. And it's always good to say hello to everybody. And as the beautiful Irish Macaulay, Sheena says, subscribe. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate you stopping by.